YouTubers and welcome to new episode of Epic Blob Battles. Firstly, I would like to thank all of you for your votes. 61% of you bet on Ottomans. And before we go to the battles, I have to say that in-game encounters were so close that I decided to make 10 of them. Keep focused because between every battle there will be some interesting and funny content.
Round 1. Fight! Round 2. Fight! Round 3. Fight!
Crimean War was one of the biggest encounters between Ottomans and Russia. It took place between 1853 and 1856. Progressive Russian expansion of Moldavia and Wallachia towards Balkans was the main cause of the war. France and Great Britain joined Ottoman's side because Russia started its expansion on terrains of colonization interest. In fact, the war started after Tsar's ultimatum for Ottomans that the Orthodox subjects of the empire should have been placed under his protection.
Round 4. Fight!
Ottoman Empire wasn't that powerful as it was during previous centuries, and at the beginning Russia gained advantage. But thanks to the Western help, Ottomans turned the tide and won the war. The most painful part of peace treaty for Russia was ban on having Black Sea Navy.
Round 5. Fight!
One of the main reasons for Russian defeat was the backwardness. It was partly on purpose. For example, railways. Russia had just less than 1,000 kilometers of it, and it couldn't efficiently send supplies and soldiers to fight. What is interesting, they didn't have railways not because they were poor. The main reason for that was because Tsar was afraid of them. A big amount of railways means greater mobility of people, and greater mobility means greater knowledge about Russia and the world. Finally, Russia built huge amount of railways after the Crimean War, and we know how it ended in 20th century.
Round 6. Fight! Round 7. Fight!
Round 8. Fight! Round 9. Fight!
Final round. Fight!
This was a really great fight, which brought us a draw. But as I said before, in that situation, country with worst total rolls wins. And here, Ottoman Empire with 8 rolls less goes to the semi-finals. Some may say that this is thanks to RNG, but they would have won in Simulator 2, and they killed much more soldiers than Russia. Now Ottomans will wait for the winner of the battle, France Oirat.
What is this?
Has to be at least 3 times bigger